Let's move on and let's talk about the outlook for the FMCG space, particularly on the sector specific front. We have the management of Godrej Consumer Products, Mr. A. Mahendran, joining us from Chennai. Sir, great having you with us. Thank you so much for taking time out to talk to us. Can you talk about the demand that we are seeing in the domestic categories? Have you seen any impact of slowdown in discretionary spending? Of course, inflation is obviously a big concern as of now. Is that perhaps a deterrent as far as consumption patterns are concerned? Because till now we've seen consumption more or less remaining very, very strong, as if you look at the CPI, which indicates that food inflation is perhaps still at very, very elevated levels. How is that actually transferring into end demand when it comes for food products as well as for non-food items?
See, our view is that if I look at the last 3 quarters, regardless of whatever the inflationary situation, the disposable income and consumption is very good in the FMCG sector, both at the urban level as well as at the rural level. And so we do not see anything much for this quarter also. We are expecting to continue the good consumption happening in the sector.
But is it something that is there across all categories of products, whether food, non-food, as well as consumables or non-consumables?
By and large, all categories within the sector are FMCG by and large. But if you look at food, there could be a couple of categories slow down here and there it can be, but that is basically attributable to seasonalities. Basically, there is some turbulence on seasonalities. There are categories which are connected to season. You understand? For example, the winter can, if it is getting elongated during the thing, and then it can affect the beverage businesses, basically. So there could be a marginal impact on environmental as well as seasonality issues. But for that, if you directly talk about the consumer disposable income and their consumptions, etc., we do not see any slowdown.
And sir, how would the direct cash transfer affect the sector? Because there is a growing concern that perhaps consumption patterns would get distorted because of the direct cash transfer that would be given out from the government. Do you see a shift as far as consumption basket is concerned because of the change?
It will help. I mean, whatever the government is planning to implement, and if it does, and rural India and basically the cash transfer direct, if it happens, it's going to facilitate or it's an enabler.
Are you still witnessing pressure on key input prices, particularly palm oil and some of the other essential commodities? Is there pressure on the input front?
No. The commodity things are all pretty good now. We are very happy with the sober down prices, etc. So what we had about a year back, we are not seeing that now.
Obviously, and I'm talking about the year back situation where companies had no other option but to raise prices. How do you see pricing this year? Do you think pricing would remain stable, perhaps even come off a little bit?
It will be stable. It has to be stable because input prices are getting come down and slow down. I mean, they sober down and not much of a pressure there. So, question of price increase by the players across the categories is not going to be there, at least for the now and near term.
But do you think there could be a possibility of perhaps companies cutting pricing a little bit just to push incremental demand? Do you think that could happen?
That, in my view, it may not happen because the recovery what has happened because of the input price, it is not fully recovered from our margin point of view. So it is unlikely that players will bring the price down.
Okay, all right, sir. Thank you so much for taking time out talking to us about the sector, the dynamics of the sector. Of course, the management says that don't really expect prices to change a little bit. The year could be a one of stable pricing ahead. Input cost pressures are not so pronounced as far as the FMCG sector. Input costs at least are subdued at this point of time. From the FMCG space, let's move on and let's talk about the infrastructure sector. Obviously, a lot of people believe that what's been happening at GVK GMR perhaps is just the tip of the iceberg, and this could be kind of an all-out war where developers, road developers, even infra developers may actually start to opt out of projects